Hi there. Following the storminess and the exceptionally wet weather that some places saw during recent weeks, the good news is that this week is looking less wet and less windy, but you wouldn't exactly call it dry or calm because the jet stream will continue to feed us areas of low pressure from the west. However, that jet stream isn't nearly as powerful as it was last week. That powerful jet stream was caused by a really significant temperature contrast across North America. That temperature contrast has now lessened. The jet stream, as a result, has weakened. It's become a bit more loopy. And as a result, it's a bit more typical for the time of year, and it will bring low pressure systems that are a bit more typical for November. So yes, some wind, some rain, more especially showers coming from the west, but nowhere near as wet as it has been. That's good news for many areas where things are so saturated at the moment and river levels are so high. But of course, any additional rainfall that we'll see over the next few days could cause a few more issues in one or two spots. But the focus is more towards western areas as far as this week's rain is concerned, and certainly on Tuesday it'll be a bright start for the Midlands, East Anglia and the south east, as well as for eastern Scotland. A few fog patches in eastern Scotland, a touch of frost to begin the day, but the fog and the frost will clear during the morning. And then plenty of bright spells up and down the country. I think the showers will peak in the morning in the west and they'll transfer their way eastwards during the afternoon. Still the potential for a shower or two in the west during the afternoon, but they'll be less frequent. And chance for an odd shower to come through in the east as well, but the showers will be interspersed by sunny spells. It's not going to be a washout. The most frequent showers will be coming into northwest England again, just like Monday, with the likes of Cheshire and Lancashire and Manchester seeing quite a number of showers feeding in, especially during the morning and early afternoon. Away from any showers though, with some sunny spells, with the breeze easing later in the day, not feeling too unpleasant. Temperatures not too far from average for the time of year. Then this little ridge of high pressure helping to ease off the showers for a time later in the afternoon and early evening in the west, but only a brief reprieve because the next weather front comes in during the hours of darkness. That's going to bring some persistent wet weather in from the west. And here's how things are looking first thing Wednesday. So the rain actually already clearing Northern Ireland, bright spells and showers following here, but a damp start for many away from the far east where it will be chilly and increasingly cloudy. The wettest weather will be across western coasts and hills, and this very narrow band of brighter colours here indicating perhaps some line convection. That's where you get a line of some showery and some intense rain and some gusty winds for a time as the weather front clears its way eastwards. Now, it's going to be breezy, and with that rain falling, an unpleasant feel, I think, for many during the Wednesday morning rush, and eventually that rain clears early afternoon from the far southeast. But elsewhere, the rain gets replaced by brighter skies, but with quite a few showers as well. And colder air, it's going to feel a bit colder behind the weather front, with some snow falling over the Scottish mountains in some of these showers. Showers mostly across Scotland, Northern Ireland, northwest England and Wales. Brightness in between for the Midlands and the south of England once the front clears, and temperatures not far from Monday or Tuesdays. That front's out of the way. Then we've got low pressure once again to the northwest of the UK. Quite a brisk wind, tightly packed isobars there, bringing the chance of gales, not only associated with Wednesday's rainfall across western Scotland and northern Scotland, but also the chance of gales into Thursday around some of these Irish sea coasts as well. Quite a blustery day on Thursday, with some weather fronts feeding in more organised bands of showers as well. So I think nowhere immune from the showers on Thursday. Just about anyone could get a downpour, but the most frequent and the heaviest and most widespread showers will be towards the west. And some of these showers will clump together to give longer spells of rain as well for the likes of western Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland, northwest England, southwest England perhaps as well. So a very showery day, in other words, on Thursday. Best chance of some drier interludes towards the east and northeast. Temperatures 8 to 12 Celsius, feeling on the cool side with that gusty wind as well, gales around western coasts. Into Friday, it's a little bit less lively as far as the weather's concerned. A bright start, a chilly start, a touch of frost in places. But we'll continue to see a feed of showers into the north and northwest, especially through, I'd say, Irish sea coast into Wales, parts of the West Midlands, northern and western Scotland, but some better chance of drier and brighter interludes in between the showers, especially towards the south and the east. Temperatures similar to Thursday, really. not far from average for the time of year. Then that low that we're seeing drive the showers on Thursday and Friday disappears out of sight into the weekend, or at least it begins to fill a brief gap between other areas of low pressure. And so Saturday, most likely, we'll still see 1 or 2 showers, but a drier and brighter day for many, a fine start to the weekend. But the jet stream continuing to exhibit this kind of shape across the Atlantic, continuing to pick areas of low pressure or weather fronts up and send them our way from the west. So further unsettled weather to come later in the weekend. We'll keep you updated on all of that, of course, on our YouTube channel.